Hey Fragrant, maxforti back with another high school college student fragrances 2016. If you want to go back to 2015 and 2014, I'm going to have those links in the description box. You're welcome to refer to them if you wish to do so. But this year is definitely the ultimate refine and pinpoint best fragrances that I chose for you guys if you want to smell fantastic. And the three things that I took into account were the price point, the performance of these fragrances, and obviously the compliment factor. So I think these are very, very nice fragrances that will do justice whether you're in high school or in college. So let's kick things off with the high school list, and basically I'm going to give you fragrances here that are under 50 bucks. For the most part, the high schooler doesn't have too much money to go around. Of course, if you have a ton of money and if you know about fragrances, you can wear anything you like. But these are mere suggestions that I think would do great if you're in a budget. And again, the price point, the performance, and the compliment factor. So let's kick off with the first one, which is a doozy. First one to kick things off is Lanvin Avant-Garde. This beautiful fragrance here is a tobacco-based fragrance. Think of La Nuit de l'Homme. This is sweet. It's got almost like a cocoa powder vibe. It's very sensuous and amazing for compliments. And this beauty here can be had for under $30. So don't snooze on this one. The next one I don't hear anything about is this one here from Rihanna. This is called Rogue Man. This fragrance is very, very similar to Dolce & Gabbana The One, the EDP version, and it lasts a long time. I get a much better performance with this fragrance. It's sweet, it's very compelling, very inviting, and again, it's got that Dolce & Gabbana The One thing going on, but I like this one better because it gets me better performance. And the great thing about this one is you can have this fragrance, this is 100 ml, for under $25, and the bottle is so cool looking and the scent is not going to let you down. Next up we have ELLIS Red. Now this one here, everybody knows this fragrance in the fragrance community. This one here is a 200 ml and you can buy this for under 30 bucks. If you like Acqua di Gio, perhaps, this here is a spicier version of that, and for some reason I get better longevity with this one. So, but if you don't want to smell like Acqua di Gio, like many people do smell like Acqua di Gio, I would refrain from getting this fragrance. But it does smell amazing and gets you complimented and noticed as well. So if you want something crisp, clean, this is definitely the way to go. Next up we have VERSACE pour Homme. This is a 200 ml, but you can actually have the 100 ml for between 35 and 40 bucks, which is really not bad. This one here is very similar to Chanel's Allure Homme Sport. This one here is a little sharper, but it's definitely a really great scent that will garner a lot of compliments, and this could be your signature scent for your whole high school year, if you will. I wouldn't wear this the whole 4 years, but you could. It's definitely a great scent for a signature scent. Last but not least, from the high schooler list, I have L'Homme by the House of Yves Saint Laurent. If you like Boss Bottled or Hugo Boss No. 6, this one here is very similar to that fragrance. You have the apple note, you have the ginger note, very amazing, beautiful smelling, great for compliments. Another one that you can wear all year round, and it could be your signature scent in your whole high school year or throughout the 4 years of high school. And the great thing about this one here, for 100 ml, this is the priciest one of the bunch. It's going to run you between 45 and 50 bucks, but it's really not bad. It's a great scent, and it lasts probably, on my skin, I get a good 6 to 7 hours. It'll probably last on your skin the whole school day, so it's actually a pretty nice one. Kicking off with the college list, we're going to start with a chippy but definitely goodie. This here is Animale. This here is the grandfather of Amen. In my opinion, this one here was the first attempt to a gourmand for men. This was released in '93. Amen was released in 1996. So I really think this is the first real gourmand fragrance for man. This is a beautiful gourmand fragrance. Definitely will get you a lot of compliments. Look at the color of this juice. This is a 100 ml bottle that can be had for under 20 smackaroonies. So definitely have this in your arsenal. You're going to smell great in college, especially for those fall and winter days. All right, this here could be a great signature scent for your whole college, 4 years of college. This one here is a more refined version of VERSACE pour Homme. This one here is creamier. It's definitely easier to wear. Definitely great for compliments. It's beautiful citrus, very crisp, very inviting, and very clean. If you want to smell professional, if you want to smell compelling, I think this fragrance will do you great. The only thing is it's pricey. You can't really find this discounted, so you're talking about $92 for 100 ml. Next up is an option for you for those fall and winter days. This one here is unbelievably good. For a 3 ounce, you're looking at about $60 at discounters. This is very cinnamony, it's woodsy, and it's spicy, and it's delicious. Think of apple pie with a scoop of ice cream up top. That's what you get with this fragrance. It's an unbelievable compliment getter, and believe me, women will go gaga over this. Want to wear something to garner female compliments? Look no further. Spicebomb is the way to go. Next up is DIOR SAUVAGE. This fragrance here is very polarizing. It's a fragrance that got the fragrance community really talking. And just like Bleu de Chanel, this fragrance here was really, you know, people twisted their nose on this fragrance, saying that it wasn't really that great. But I tell you one thing, you wear this fragrance, you're going to really shine and get a tremendous amount of compliments, and you're going to smell fantastic. There's no complaints. I've never heard anyone saying that this smells offensive. It's quite the contrary. It's very elegant, very modern, very sophisticated smelling, and it's starting to pop up at discounters. You could get a 2-ounce bottle for around $60. Definitely a phenomenal fragrance for compliments. This one is the priciest on the list, but I tell you one thing, it's just like DIOR SAUVAGE. This one here is kind of like a lighter version of that. I think this is the Eau de Toilette, by the way. If you go with the Eau de Parfum, it's going to be a little more expensive, and it's going to be a little sweeter. I would suggest you go with the EDT. It will run you about $115. You can't really find this discounted, but it smells amazing and it garners a lot of compliments. This one has mint, it has incense, it has that citrus, woodsy aspect with some really nice ingredients that you come to expect from the house of Chanel. So a great fragrance to wear. If you wore this as your signature scent in college, you would get a lot of compliments for sure and a lot of positive notices. So this year I'm going to do something different. I'm going to give you guys 2 wild card options. Now these options are kind of like under the radar. You don't hear anything about them, and if you wore any of these 2 fragrances, you'll smell amazing for a very great price. Talk about price, talk about performance, and talk about compliments. These fragrances will deliver that perfectly. So this is good for a high schooler or a college student. And without further ado, I'm going to give you the first wild card, which is a fragrance that I didn't hear anything about it to this point in the fragrance community. I'm talking about Cristiano Ronaldo's Legacy. This is such a beautiful scent. It's modern, it's classy, it's woodsy, it's spicy, it's aromatic, it hits you from all different angles. Not very readily available, but I know that a couple different discounters actually carry this for I think a little bit under 50 bucks. Definitely worth trying and checking it out. If you're in college and people are going to ask you, what are you wearing? Because I don't think many people are rocking this. So this next bottle I'm going to show you can be had for under $40. Think about Bleu de Chanel meets Abercrombie & Fitch Fierce. Creamier, more refined, and more sophisticated version of those 2 fragrances. This here, let's keep this as our little secret. I kept this in a hush-hush, but I think I share that in collaboration I did this year. And now I'm going to make it so you guys can smell fantastic in college. I'm talking about Northfields Taylor Pour Homme. What an amazing fragrance. If you like Abercrombie & Fitch but want something more refined, more sophisticated, this fragrance here combines Bleu de Chanel with that fragrance and maybe a little hint of Platinum Egoiste. What a beautiful fragrance. Amazing for compliments. Every time I wear this, people want to know what I'm wearing. And I don't think anyone will be rocking this in college. So get yourselves a bottle and get a ton of compliments, because this here will do the job for sure. That's what I have for you guys today. I hope you appreciate it. Any of these fragrances are guaranteed to make you smell fantastic. Whether you're in high school or college, please drop your comment down below. Let me know exactly what your top fragrance choices are for high school or for college. I'd love to read your choices. This was your host, Max Forte. Have a great back to school and have a great school year. I'll see you guys here. Bye-bye.